Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the U14 Division I Provincial Championship game. My name is Emily Humbert, and I'm excited to provide some color commentary and play-by-play for this exciting provincial championship this afternoon. We have the QCVC 14U Royal Purple team taking on the Redcoat Rebels. These two teams have had a very exciting path to get here, which we'll discuss more later on in this set. But we are in for an exciting provincial final here. Heading back to serve for the first point of the game, we have number 9, Jada Gropp for the QCVC 14U Royal Purple. Good first serve by Gropp. Sails just a little long, resulting in the first point of the match going to the Redcoat Rebels. That will send number 6, Kyla Lees, back to the service line. Lees to serve. Good serve by Lees. That's handled on the QCVC side. And a swing from the Royal Purple team. That's number 4, Jordan Hoffert. Her swing sails just long, looking for that deep cross-court shot. That will send, once again, Kyla Lees back to the service line. Another good serve from Lees. That's tough to pass. High over the outstretched hands of captain number 4, Jordan Hoffert. Lees will continue her strong serving. The Redcoat Rebels lead 3-0 early in this first set. Good serve by Lees. That's passed up by QCVC. Free ball will be sent over to the Rebels side. Ball set high to the middle of the court. Smart tip from Gabi Brisebois. And that's a strong swing from number 1, Emerson Verreau, out of the middle for QCVC. Nice to see both teams establishing their middle offense early in this first set. With that point, we see number 8, Bella Maleta, heading back to the service line. Good serve from Maleta, passed up by the Redcoats. Swing coming over from QCVC. That ball is dug, tip over at the net. Ball set high to the middle. Another good swing from Verreau. And that shot sails just a little long from Sasha West. A good opening rally to start this first set here of the U14 Division I Provincial Championship. Continuing at the service line is number 8, Bella Maleta. Served by Maleta. That's passed up by Crank. And that third contact is sent just a little wide from the Redcoat Rebels side. That will send Maleta back to the service line once again for QCVC. Good serve by Maleta. That ball is passed up off the net. Free ball coming over from the Redcoat Rebels. This ball is set high to the outside, tipped over the net. A nice back set. Finds the hands of the middle blocker. Good. And a nice shot over the net by number 2. That's Olivia Gallant. She finds the pot nice and open on the Rebels sideline. Continuing at the service line here is number 8, Bella Maleta. She's looking to extend Regina's lead. Strong pass up from the Rebels. And a good swing out of the middle. That's number 10, Gabi Brisebois, coming off of 1 foot in the middle and turning that ball back towards position 5. Great shot from Brisebois. That sends number 1, Sasha West, back to the service line for the Redcoat Rebels. Good serve from West. Ball set high. Good swing, nice dig up by West. Free ball sent over to the QCVC side. See if they can convert here. And a nice swing to the outside. That's number 4, Abby Moorbutter. Oh, pardon me, that's number 4, Jordan Hoffert. A beautiful swing from a nice ball from her setter there. That will send Hoffert back to the service line. Good swing by Hoffert. That's a tough serve to pass. Rising high up and ricocheting off the arms of number 5, Jeanne Alvarez. We see the Rebels change up their serve receive a little bit. give QCVC a different look. Another good serve from Hoffert. That's a free ball sent over to the Regina QCVC side. Ball set high to the middle. And a great dynamic swing from number 1, Emerson Verreau. Unfortunately, she catches the net as she follows through. That gives the point to the Rebels and sends number 10, Gabi Brisebois, back to the service line. Brisebois to serve. Good serve from Brisebois. That's passed up by QCVC. And a swing from the back row. That's handled by the Redcoat Rebels. Nice deep shot and an outstretched dig from QCVC. Free ball coming back over. Rebels looking to convert here. Ball set high to the outside to Alvarez. Alvarez looking for that line shot, falls just a little short. That results in the point for the QCVC Royal Purple. Heading back to the service line after a strong stint in the front row, this is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Verreau with a strong serve. Number 1, Emerson Verreau will head back to the service line once again, hoping for another ace here. QCVC Royal Purple leads 8-5 early in this first set. Verreau with a little too much on that one, sails just long. That sends number 12, Jade Crank, back to the service line for the Redcoat Rebels. And that serve from Crank falls just a little bit short, resulting in the point for the QCVC 14U Royal Purple squad. That will send number 2, Olivia Gallant, back to the service line. Gallant to serve. Strong float from Gallant, passed up by the Rebels, and a good tip shot out of the middle. And QCVC's number 9, Jada Gropp, looking for a tip of her own. That falls just short. Heading back to the service line for the first time here is number 5, Jeanne Alvarez. Serve from Alvarez falls onto the arms of Verreau. That ball, free ball sent over. Nice high set to the outside. That's a nice shot. Great control from number 1, Sasha West, on the Redcoat Rebels side. Following a beautiful set, she's able to take a swing across the court. Continuing to serve here is number 5, Jeanne Alvarez. Good serve by Alvarez. That's handled on the QCVC side. Passed a little tight. Free ball sent over. Good control from QCVC. Nice swing out of the middle from number 2, Olivia Gallant. Pardon me, number 2, Brooklyn Light. Nice, strong, dynamic approach there from Light. She cuts that ball back to position 1. Alvarez to continue her service run here. Scores tied up 9-9 here in the first set of action of the Division 1 14U Provincial Championship game. Good serve from Alvarez. Nice high pass to the middle from QCVC. And the ball is tipped just over the 3-person block. Another good swing from West on the outside. Free ball sent over. Rebels will look to convert here. Nice swing from Light. And we see a dump from number 8. That's Bella Maleta. Smart shot. Heading back to the service line is number 3, Clara Mansley, for Regina QCVC Royal Purple. She will look to extend the 10-9 lead here in the first set. Good serve. Set high to the outside to West. West tries to save that ball, set just a little outside. Can't quite keep it inside the antenna. QCVC to continue serving. This is Mansley. Another good serve from Mansley. That ball had some movement on it. Ricocheting off the outstretched arms of Gabi Brisebois. And we see head coach Mickey Adams wanting to take a break to talk a couple things over with his Redcoat Rebels squad, who currently trails 12-9 here in the first set of action. We see Adams talking to his squad here, probably discussing some variations they could do with their serve receive. We see some very strong servers on the Regina QCVC side, so probably just taking a moment to relax his girls, discuss some adjustments that could be made, and also see if he can try to disrupt the strong serving we're seeing from Mansley on the QCVC side. QCVC looks like they're ready to go. They came into this game as the number 3 seed. They won their Pool K yesterday, and they beat Regina Beach in the quarterfinal, and then the South Shore Stingers in the semifinal to get to this game. They are led by head coach Scott Mansley. It looks like the Rebels have had some time to take a few deep breaths and get ready to pass up this strong serve by Clara Mansley. The teams head back to the court. Waiting at the service line once again is number 3, Clara Mansley. A good serve from Mansley after that timeout. High ball pass to the middle. Free ball sent over to QCVC side. Nice pass. That ball set outside. And a beautiful shot from number 4. That's Jordan Hofert. Great swing from Hofert, following a very well executed free ball pass and set by Regina QCVC. Continuing her service run, this is number 3, Clara Mansley. Another good serve from Mansley. That catches the inside of the Redcoat Rebels end line. Continuing to serve once again, number 3, Clara Mansley. And that ball sails just a little deep, ending Mansley's strong service run and sending number 2, Brooklyn Light, back to the service line. She'll try to help her team close this 14-10 gap here at the midway point of the first set. And a great serve from Light. She serves just trickling over the net to position 4. That's a tough spot to pass in, tough spot to defend, especially from the service line. We'll see if Brooklyn Light can hit that serve again. Well, good serve from Light. And that ball is tipped at the net. Good recovery. Sent back over the net to Regina QCVC side. Ball is set high to the middle. And a free ball coming back over the net. What a great scrappy play from the Redcoat Rebels. Free ball sent over. Rebels will look to convert here. That ball is set high outside, but unfortunately a little bit tight. Sasha West tries to save it, but tiptoes just over that center line, which is a violation. That will send number 9, Jada Gropp, back to the service line, looking to extend QCVC's 4-point lead here. Good serve from Gropp. That's passed up by Light. And a nice swing on the right side from Sasha West, showing she can swing from both pins successfully. Heading back to the service line now is number 6, Kyla Lees. Good serve from Lees. That ball's passed tight to the net. Good save, set high to the middle. That's a good swing from number 10, Gabi Brisebois. And the tight ball at the net could not be converted on the QCVC Royal Purple side. That will send Lees to the service line. Her team only trailing by 2 points now, 15-13 here in this first set of action. Good serve from Lees. Good pass up. Free ball sent over from QCVC side. Good pass up by West. Ball sent high back to Jade Crank. Crank puts that ball over. Ball set high to the middle. Emerson Verreau with a good swing. Over to QCVC. Bella Maleta takes her own swing. Ball set high outside. A big swing from Hofert once again. Great defensive efforts during this rally here. And the swing from Sasha West is blocked by QCVC. We see West looking for that shot off the hands. Doesn't quite get it to land out of the court, but a really smart shot from West. Heading back to the service line is number 8, Bella Maleta. Good serve by Bella. West with a good shot. And a net violation is called on QCVC Royal Purple. Looks like one of the blockers caught the net as they were making their way off during transition. That results in a point for the Redcoat Rebels, sending number 1, Sasha West, back to the service line. A short, good serve from West. That ball sent over the net, passed up by Alvarez. Set back to Crank, who puts that ball over the net. Hoffert with a swing here. And Hoffert's swings goes just long. Regina QCVC looking for a touch that will not be called. Continuing to serve is Sasha West.
Let's go, Purple! Let's go, girl!
Good serve from West. Strong pass up. That ball set back to Hoffert. Hoffert looking, cannot quite get that ball over the net. Continuing to serve here is number 1, Sasha West. Strong serve by West, that's short. Nice pass up by QCVC. Emerson Verreau with another dynamic approach. That dig is sent over to the QCVC side. Passed up. This will result in a free ball from the Redcoat Rebels. See if QCVC can convert here. And a set over the net to position 1. And 2 contacts will be the call on number 10, Gabi Brisebois, resulting in a QCVC point. They continue to lead here in this first set, 17-16. That point will send number 4, Jordan Hofert, back to the service line. Hofert's serve sails just long. That error will send number 10, Gabi Brisebois, back to the service line. Good serve by Brisebois. Strong contact there. That ball is set high back to Verreau. Verreau looking for that short tip to position 4. Can't quite get her full hand on it. It falls just short. Continuing to serve here with the lead now for the first time in a little while. This is number 10, Gabi Brisebois. Good serve by Brisebois. That's passed up by Hofert. Great pass. Ball set high back to Verreau. Verreau with a strong shot down the line. Looking like she was hoping for a bit more of her hand on that ball, but nonetheless, that shot scores. And with that kill, she will head back to the service line. Good serve by Verreau. That's passed up by Brisebois. Or pardon me, that's Crank. Unfortunately, Rebels cannot convert to get that ball back over to the QCVC sideline. With her second serve, this is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Good serve by Verreau. Strong pass up. And a tight ball at the net is not quite handled by the Redcoat Rebels. QCVC extends their lead to 2 here. Verreau to serve. And a short serve by Verreau. Almost finds the court, ricocheting off the outstretched arms of number 1, Sasha West. Verreau to serve once again. And Verreau's serve falls just short into the net. That will send number 12, Jade Crank, back to the service line. Crank looking to get a couple points for her team here. Good serve from Crank. Nice pass up by Maleta. And a nice swing from number 3. That's Clara Mansley. Mansley doing a great job of keeping her elbow nice and high, reaching for that ball and turning it back down the line. That point will send number 2, Olivia Gallant, back to the service line. Gallant with a serve. Nice pass up from Gabi Brisebois. And a nice swing out of the middle. That's number 2, Brooklyn Light. Great swing from Light here. Back at the service line is number 5, Jeanne Alvarez, looking to close up this 2-point gap as her team trails 22-20 here in this first set. Good serve from Alvarez. That's passed up by Maleta. All set outside to Maleta. Maleta's attack sails just outside of the antenna, cutting down QCVC's lead 2-1. Continuing to serve is number 5, Jeanne Alvarez. Good serve from Alvarez. She finds a position 1-6 seam for her first ace of the game. It's a great aggressive serve from Alvarez as she ties the game up 22-22 late in this first set of action. Alvarez will serve once again here. Another good serve from Alvarez. That's passed up by Hoffert. Tight to the net though. And we see number 2, Brooklyn Light, ready at the net. And it looks like head coach Scott Mansley will take a break. Didn't look like he was too pleased with that last call. Mansley will send his captain up to ask a couple questions. I believe they were looking to see if the middle for the Redcoat Rebels penetrated over the net before the setter had a chance to get there. We see the ref explaining her call. And we see Mansley heading back to explain the call. The Redcoat Rebels have their first lead in a little while of this first set in the U14 Division I Provincial Championship game. If we take a look at how the Rebels got here today, they were the number 2 seed overall coming into the tournament. They finished second in Pool K and lost to QCVC in their pool play yesterday. They then beat the PA Optimus Toppers on Fuego in the quarterfinal this morning and beat the number 1 seed HVC Green in the semifinals, winning a close 3-set battle 18-16 to send them here to this final game. We see the Redcoat Rebels cheer and make their way to the sideline, ready to continue on into the last points of this first set. Continuing at the service line, once again, this is number 5, Jeanne Alvarez.
Let's go, girls. Get it back.
Alvarez to serve here. A good serve from Alvarez. That's a hard, deep serve, difficult to pass by Regina QCVC. That will give the Redcoat Rebels their first set point of the game. Jeanne Alvarez will continue to serve here. Another good serve from Alvarez. That time it's passed up nice and high on the QCVC side. Free ball being sent over to the Redcoat Rebels. See if they can convert on this final point here. And the swing from number 1, Sasha West, sails just a little long. That sends number 3, Clara Mansley, back to the service line for QCVC. Mansley to serve as her team trails 23-24 here in this first set. Nice serve from Mansley. Ball is set outside. Free ball sent over from the Redcoat Rebels. QCVC with setter dump over the net. They're able to convert. Ball set high outside to Hoffert. Hoffert with a swing dug by West. West will take a swing of her own here. And West with a strong swing off the hands of the QCVC blocker. Lots of excitement on the Redcoat Rebels side as they win the first set in a nail-biter, 25-23. They currently lead 1-0 here against the QCVC Royal Purple in the first set of action at the U14 Division I Provincial Championships. We'll let these teams take a quick break and talk some things over, and we'll be right back with more from the U14 Division I Provincial Championship game. Welcome back to the second set here of the U14 Division I Provincial Championship game. In the first set, we saw some great rallies, some strong serving, as well as some awesome defending. But we also saw the Redcoat Rebels come ahead by the last 2 points there. They won the set 25-23. QCVC looking ready to come back with some vengeance here in the second set. The Rebels will look to start strong from the service line with number 9, Hallie Schutz. Good serve from Schutz. That's sent back over to the Rebels side. Ball is set high into the middle. It's a good tip over the net from number 4. That was Abby Moorbutter. Moorbutter, a big presence at the net. Ball set high to the outside. Good swing that's dug up by QCVC. Set high to the middle. Emerson Verreau will put that ball over the net. Nice back set there. A dig, good pursuit. And free ball sent over the net back to the Redcoat Rebels sideline. Nice swing. That's number 3, Maddie Harkness. A smart shot by the back row setter. Free ball sent over. That ball is mishandled by the Rebels. Free ball again to the Regina QCVC side. Ball set high into the middle. Verreau, good 3-person block up on the Rebels side. And Moorbutter tips that ball over the net. Free ball coming over once again. Extended rally for our first point of the set here. Good swing. Lots of good digs here to start this set. Ball is set high to the middle. Slight miscommunication. That ball's saved. And a tip over the head of our position 5 defender. Free ball sent over once again. QCVC will look to put it away here. Set high to Verreau. And that ball is called 2 contacts, resulting in the point for the Rebels. What a great rally to open this second set. Lots of great defensive efforts and strong swings. Serving again is number 9, Hallie Schutz. Good serve from Schutz. Strong pass that's sent over the net. That ball is set back to the right side. Free ball sent over from QCVC. Nice high set to Moorbutter in the middle. A slight miscommunication resulting in a free ball sent just wide. That will give the point to the QCVC Royal Purple squad. Heading back to the service line is number 15, Jordan Meyer. Good serve from Meyer. Strong contact, but sails just long. Great contact on that ball. Heading back to the service line for the first time, this is number 3, Maddie Harkness. And Harkness' serve dribbles over the net, and that can't be handled by QCVC. Great serve by number 3, Maddie Harkness. Her Rebels squad currently leads 3-1 here in the second set of action and 1-0 in terms of sets in this provincial final. Another good serve by Harkness. That's a strong pass up from Gallant. And looking for the block is Moorbutter at the net. Don't think she got a piece of it, but she was up and ready. Continuing to serve is Maddie Harkness. And Harkness' serve falls just a little short as it hits the tape and dribbles down, resulting in a point for QCVC. Heading back to the service line is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Good serve by Verreau, resulting in an ace for QCVC. Verreau will head back to the service line once again and hope to continue a strong serving performance. Another good serve by Verreau. That one's passed up by the Rebels. Free ball sent over. Nice free ball pass from QCVC. That ball set high outside. A nice save from 17, that's Danielle Salisbury. And looking for a strong swing, that was number 7, Olivia Dedecker. Falls just short. Continuing to serve at the service line is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Verreau with her second service ace of the set. Verreau will continue to serve here. Free ball coming over from the Rebels. And that free ball sails just long on the end line. Emerson Verreau has put together a very strong serving run here. She'll look to extend this 6-4 lead here in the second set. Good pass up. Ball set high in the middle. And 2 contacts will be called on the Redcoat Rebels setter, resulting in the point for QCVC, sending Verreau back to the service line one more time. Again, 2 hits will be the call on the Redcoat Rebels. Verreau's serve giving the Verreau's serve giving the Redcoat Rebels some challenges here early in this second set. Good pass up. Nice swing from the Rebels. And a quick set to the outside cannot quite be converted by number 17, Danielle Salisbury. That will get the Redcoat Rebels out of that service run and will send number 4, Abby Moorbutter, back to the service line. Good serve from Moorbutter. That's passed up by Salisbury. Ball set high to the outside. A free ball is sent over. Free ball is tough to control. That ball is dug. A little collision on the QCVC side. They're able to convert still. Ball set high into the middle. Nice swing from Harkness. And a great defensive effort on the side. Good dig. Rebels will look to convert this play to a kill. Nice swing from Johnston. Free ball sent over once again. Ball set high to the middle. A nice roll again from Harkness. And an incredible defensive rally comes to an end with a big kill from number 17, Danielle Salisbury. She finds the pot and is able to convert. That sends number 6, Matea Sebastian, back to the service line, her first time this set. Good serve from Sebastian. A nice swing from the right side. That ball is dug out of bounds. That's a nice kill for number 11, Hannah Johnston. With that kill, Johnston will head back to the service line. Her team currently trails 9-6 here in this second set, but lead the match 1-0. Good pass up by Gallant. Gallant with a beautiful pass to attack. Nice dig from the Redcoat Rebels. And a strong dynamic approach from number 8, Jamie Harkness. That ball falls just short and hits the tape, but a great looking approach from Harkness. That sends Danielle Salisbury back to the service line. Serve from Salisbury, but a great pass up from Harkness. And Jamie Harkness's swing goes a little long. Nice high reach on that swing, just sails slightly outside of the end line. Continuing to serve here is number 17, Danielle Salisbury. Salisbury's serve falls just short. That will send number 7, Olivia Dedecker, back to the service line. Her team trails 11-7 here in this second set. Dedecker will look to put together a couple points here. And a nice serve from Dedecker that cannot quite be handled by QCVC despite a valiant effort from number 2, Olivia Gallant. Dedecker will head back to the service line one more time. Good serve from Dedecker. That ball is sent right back over the net to the Redcoat Rebels side. A nice controlled swing. And a tough party ball at the net is slightly mistimed, resulting in the point for QCVC. That will send number 14, Stella Pepler, back to the service line. Good serve from Pepler, resulting in the ace. Strong contact, great serve by Pepler. She will head back to try and continue this service run. QCVC Royal Purple currently leads in this set 13-8. Good serve from Pepler. It's a strong pass up by Harkness. The ball is downballed over the net from Harkness. A free ball sent over to the Redcoat Rebels side. Ball set high to the middle. Nice block from QCVC. Free ball sent over once again. Ball set high to the middle. Big swing by Harkness. This time it's dug really high. Good control from QCVC. Free ball sent back over the net. Good dig from Morebutter. It's a little tight. Ball is set high to the middle of the court. Another dig by Morebutter, right in this proper position in 6 back. That ball is sent over the net by the setter. Another swing from the middle. Standing down ball, that's passed up. Ball set high outside. And it looks like number 15, Jordan Meyer, surprised herself a little bit with that swing. Maybe took a little too much off it, but still managed to score on the Rebels side. Nice swing. Continuing to serve here is number 14, Stella Pepler. Looking to extend this 14-8 lead here in the second set. Good serve by Pepler. That's passed up by Harkness. Free ball sent over to the QCVC side. This ball is set high outside to Meyer. Meyer with a nice swing, equally nice dig. And a smart shot at the net from Olivia Gallant. She finds open court and directs that ball right down into the pot. Smart shot. Continuing her service run, this is number 14, Stella Pepler. Another good serve by Pepler. Strong pass from the Rebels. And a nice dynamic approach. That's number 8, Jaime Harkness, taking a strong swing at that ball, resulting in a kill. She will head back to the service line.
And your attention, we have a 50-50 winning ticket number draw.
Harkness to serve.
$17.50. The winning ticket number is.
And Harkness's serve sails just a little long, resulting in the point for QCVC. Heading back to the service line is number 2, Olivia Gallant. Nice serve from Olivia, passed up by Harkness. Ball set high outside. Good swing. Nice defensive pursuit. See if QCVC can convert here. Strong free ball sent over the net. Another free ball sent over from the Redcoat Rebels. This ball is set high into the middle to Verreau. Verreau doing a great job of tooling that block, swinging high and hard, catching the hands of Morebutter, and tooling that ball outside the court. And head coach Mickey Adams has decided he's seen enough, wants to take a quick break as his team trails 17-9 here in the second set, yet leads in the match 1-0. He'll take a moment to settle down his crew a little bit here, discuss some adjustments they might want to make from the technical and tactical perspective, potentially talking about serve receive and some seams surrounding their serve receive. We see QCVC putting a ton of pressure on the Rebels from the service line, and they'll look to continue that here into the second part of this second set. QCVC looks nice and loose and ready to go here as they await the ref to call them onto the court. And the Rebels look like they're getting ready to go here. They'll come back and try to stop this service run from the QCVC Royal Purple. Number 2, Olivia Gallant, will head back to the service line for QCVC. They lead 17-9 here in the second set. It's served by Gallant. That tags the back line. A strong, aggressive serve following a timeout from Gallant. Head coach Scott Mansley will be happy with that serve following the timeout. Continuing to serve is Gallant. Serve, passed up by Harkness. Free ball being sent over from the Rebels side. That's handled nicely on QCVC's side. A big swing from Meyer. Good slowdown at the net. That ball is sent over on first contact. And tiptoeing the line is number 6, Matea Sebastian, but unfortunately QCVC cannot control that strong swing from number 3, Maddie Harkness. That will send number 9, Hallie Schutz, back to the service line with her work cut out for her as her team trails 18-10 here in the second set. Good serve from Schutz. That's passed up nicely by Salisbury. Ball set high back to Meyer. Meyer with a nice swing from the right side. Lots of excitement from the QCVC Royal Purple side. That kill will send Meyer back to the service line. And that's a tough serve to handle, but the Rebels will send over a free ball. QCVC will look to convert here. Ball set high into the middle to a favorite target, Verreau. Nice slowdown at the net. Unfortunately, cannot be converted on the Rebels side. They trail 20-10 here in this second set. Serving once again is number 15, Jordan Meyer. Swing from Meyer. Nice pass up by Harkness. A little tight. And despite a solid defensive effort, we see number 17, Danielle Salisbury, jumping up, putting a nice attack on that ball. It lands on the it lands on the Redcoat Rebels sideline. Serving once again is Meyer. Good pass up by Harkness. Free ball sent over from the Rebels. Rebels will look to Salisbury to finish the swing. Nice swing by number 17, Danielle Salisbury. Continuing her strong serving run is number 22. This is Jordan Meyer. Meyer's serve sails just a little long. That sends number 3, Maddie Harkness, back to the service line for the Redcoat Rebels. Harkness will serve here. That ball is passed up by Meyer, and a free ball is sent over on the second contact. Nice high set to the outside, and a really nice swing from number 7. That's Olivia Dedecker. Great hustle from the QCVC team despite not being able to get a touch on that ball. Harkness to serve again. Her serve sails just a little long. That sends number 1, Emerson Verreau, back to the service line. Her QCVC Royal Purple team leads 23-12. Head coach Mickey Adams would like to take a moment to discuss a few things with his crew. We see QCVC with a lot of energy here, but we'll go to look at the Rebels huddle. Coach Adams is probably taking a moment here to give some feedback to his team surrounding potentially some error management here. They're having a tough time putting in consistent serves and a couple in a row, so just probably discussing how they can control those errors. They'll look to take back a little momentum here at the end of the second set, as we will most likely be heading to a third and final set here in the 14U Division I Provincial Championship game. And the Rebels look like they're ready to go. Serving once again after the timeout is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Verreau with a nice serve out of the timeout. That's an ace for Verreau. Continuing to serve at set point here is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Her team leads 24-12, looking to finish off this set, and she does. QCVC with a commanding 25-12 second set win. And you know what that means, folks. We're heading to a third and final game here at the U14 Division I Provincial Championship. We'll give these teams a little bit of a break. We'll flip and see who will serve first, and we'll be back with you shortly with more from the U14 Division I Provincial Championship Final. And welcome back here, folks, to the third and final set of the 14U Division I Provincial Championship Final. we saw two very strong sets, lots of great defensive efforts and strong serving demonstrated in the first two sets here, with Redcoat Rebels winning the first, but then we see QCVC came back with a strong performance in the second. So now we are on to our third. Getting ready to start the third set is number 9, Jada Gropp from the service line. Good serve from Gropp. Gropp starting strong with an ace. QCVC continuing a strong performance from the service line. Gropp will serve once again. Good serve from Gropp. Free ball coming over from the Rebels. That ball is set nice and high outside to Hofert. Hofert looking for the deep cross-court shot. Sails just long. That will send number 9, Hallie Schutz, back to the service line. We are tied up early here in this first set. Schutz with a good serve, passed up by Hofert. Ball set high to Verreau in the middle. And Verreau manages to tool that ball off the net. 3-person block sent up by the Redcoat Rebels. Verreau finds a seam. Heading back to the service line is number 2, Olivia Gallant. Nice serve from Gallant. That ball is tight, and Hofert is up at the net, flushing that ball right back down. Strong body control there from Hofert. Continuing to serve is number 2, Olivia Gallant. Strong serve from Gallant. That's handled on the Rebels side. And a nice spot. That attack comes over from number 11, Hannah Johnston. Nice shot back down the line from Johnston. Ricocheting off the outstretched defender's hands. That will send number 3, Maddie Harkness, back to the service line. Good serve from Harkness. That's passed up by Salisbury. Nice swing from Hofert. Good defensive pursuit, but that ball will fall. Strong set selections here from number 2, Olivia Gallant. She's running a nice offense on her QCVC Royals purple side. Back to the service line is number 4, Jordan Hofert. Serve by Hofert. That's passed up nicely by Harkness. Good swing by Johnston. Ball is set high outside. And we see number 17, Danielle Salisbury, looking to put that ball back down the line. Doesn't quite have enough space. That will send number 2, Brooklyn Light, back to the service line for the Redcoat Rebels. They trail 4-3 early in this third set. Good serve from Light. Salisbury driving through, sends that ball back on one contact. Can't quite keep it on her own side or in the Rebels' court. Continuing to serve is number 2, Brooklyn Light. Good serve from Light. The ball is set high outside to Salisbury. Salisbury getting that ball around the blockers on the Redcoat side. She notches another kill. Heading back to the service line is number 1, Emerson Verreau. Verreau's serve falls just short. Heading back to the service line for the Redcoat Rebels, this is number 11, Hannah Johnston. Good serve from Johnson. That's passed up by Salisbury, but ricochets off her arms, travels just outside the court. Good aggressive serve from Johnston. She ekes her team ahead 6-5 here. We will switch sides as soon as the team reaches 8 points. Nice serve from Johnston, passed up by Hofert. Set high into the middle. And unfortunately a miscommunication with that ball. Lands on QCVC's side. Continuing to serve is number 11, Hannah Johnston. Good serve by Johnston. Ball is set high outside, sent over by Gallant. And a big swing On the outside by number 7. That's Olivia Dedecker catching the hands of the QCVC blocker. We see the Redcoat Rebels lead 8-5 here in this midway point of the third set. The teams will switch sides and will continue play. Redcoat Rebels doing a great job of being aggressive and consistent from the service line, and also showing an ability to put that ball away when they need to. We see a substitution happening on the QCVC Royal Purple side. Coming into the game is number 8. That's Bella Maleta, subbing out number 6, Matea Sebastian. Maleta will come in and be prepared to set. And one more substitution happening here. We see number 17, Danielle Salisbury, coming out, and checking in for her is number 3, Clara Mansley. After a side change and a few subs, we have number 11, Hannah Johnston, ready to continue her service run. And Johnston's serve falls just short. That will send number 8, Bella Maleta, back to the service line for Regina. Maleta showed some strong serving in the first set here. She'll look to continue on. Good serve from Maleta. That's handled by the Rebels. Nice set to the outside. Unfortunately, the setter for the Rebels, I believe that's number 8, Jaime Harkness, gets a little caught on the net. Pardon me, not number 8. Continuing to serve is number 8, Bella Maleta. Another good serve by Maleta. She drops that one in short. Cannot quite get to it. That's number 2, Brooklyn Light, sprawling for that ball. And with that, the game is all knotted up. It is 8-8 here in the third set. It's a nice serve from number 8, Maleta. Ball is set high to the outside. And a nice controlled swing put over from number 8, Jaime Harkness. With that kill, number 7, Olivia Dedecker, heads back to the service line for the Redcoat Rebels. Good serve from Dedecker. And a beautiful serve from number 7, Olivia Dedecker. Catches a couple QCVC players as it sails over. The Redcoat Rebels lead 10-8 here in the third set. Dedecker to serve. And another strong serve from Olivia Dedecker, landing just inside that end line. And head coach of the QCVC Royal Purple, Scott Mansley, decided he's seen enough, wants to take a quick break to talk some things over. Mansley probably looking to quiet the power here of Dedecker's serve, see if he can throw her off her service game a little bit. Taking a moment just to rally his girls, making sure they're ready for this serve coming over, potentially reviewing who's on the other side. Looked like a quick chat, so probably just wanting to put a little disruption into Olivia Dedecker's service routine here. And we see the Rebels talking things over here, looking nice and loose and calm, ready to come back out for the final points here in this third set. And our referee will whistle us in. Ready to start the final points of this third set, pardon me. Heading back to the service line once again, this is number 7, Olivia Dedecker. Dedecker to serve. A nice serve after the timeout by Dedecker. That ball is tight to the net. Ball is set high to the outside, and a good swing from the Rebels. Ball is set to the outside. Holfert with a nice shot down the line. Despite great defensive positioning from number 2, Brooklyn Light, Hofert gets that ball to drop. Heading back to the service line is number 3, Clara Mansley for the U14 Royal Purple. Good serve from Mansley. That's handled by the Rebels. Ball set to the right side. Nice tip over the net. Free ball sent over from the QCVC Royal Purple. See if the Rebels can put this ball away here. Good defensive pursuit. Free ball once again for the Rebels. This ball is set high to the middle. And number 8, Jaime Harkness, can't quite seem to convert on that ball. And trailing just by 1 now. Back to serve is number 3, Clara Mansley. Another good serve from Mansley. That's passed up nicely by Dedecker. Ball set high outside to Harkness. Harkness puts over a free ball. Ball is tight to the net. Nice hands by the middle. And Maleta can't quite handle that one. Nice block by number 8. That's Jaime Harkness, ready with that front row setter in the middle. Heading back to serve will be number 8, Jaime Harkness. The Rebels lead 12-10 here in the final stages of this third set. Good serve by Harkness. That's passed up by Hofert. Ball set high to the outside by Maleta. Free ball coming over. Nice high set to the middle. And a nice swing from number 2. That's Brooklyn Light. Great set selection from number 9, Hallie Schutz. Beautiful high set to the middle from Schutz. And head coach Scott Mansley decides he wants to take a quick break as the Redcoat Rebels are getting dangerously close to closing out this final set of the U14 Division I Provincial Championship game. They lead 13-10 here in the third set. Led by some very strong serving in this third set, the Rebels, with their quiet confidence, have been able to come back. We'll see what's left for QCVC here as they get ready to step back out onto the court. We see Mickey Adams taking his time as he discusses some strategy with his team. Looks like the Rebels are ready to go as they'll cheer, then head back to the sideline, getting ready to be whistled in. Coming back out onto the court are the Rebels and the Royal Purple QCVC squad. Looking to serve here is number 8, Jaime Harkness. A good serve after a timeout by Harkness. That's passed up by Maleta. Ball set high outside to Hofert, who sets that ball over the net. Nice tip from the middle. That's Light with a smart shot. Looked like she was about to take a big swing, but takes a little off it and tips it just behind the block in position 2. That gives the Redcoat Rebels their first match point of this game. They lead 14-10 here in the provincial final. Harkness to serve. Good serve by Harkness. That's passed up by Maleta, set right over to the Redcoat Rebels side. Ball set nice and high outside. And a shot down the line will win it for the Redcoat Rebels. They are your 14U Division I provincial champions. A great back and forth match between the Redcoat Rebels and the QCVC Royal Purple squad. A great display of volleyball from both sides of the court. Congratulations to the U14 Division I provincial champs, the Redcoat Rebels.